Hello and welcome back to another Test Drive Unlimited 2 stream, everybody. Today doing some A3 stuff. I believe I need to go and get hold of a license for that first. I think A3 and A2 are one license, so we'll go and do that, and then get going. So whilst I'm doing that, if anybody has any suggestions of A3 cars, if you know what some of them are, let me know. But otherwise we'll go and do a bit of shopping afterwards. I think I have enough garage space just to go out and buy something now that we have this rather lovely house with a tree that goes through the roof and a fish tank that goes through the floor. Welcome to the stream, Renan. Hey, Matrix. Hope you're doing okay. Yeah, thanks for letting me know about the update to the launcher. I would have completely missed that if you hadn't said. So, yeah. Still got our cat over here. Anyway, should we go and find a car to drive over to the license centre? But yeah, welcome to the stream, Matrix and Renan. Hope you're both doing okay. What should we take? I mean, I'm always going to lean towards this. I think we have to take this. Partly because it's convertible and we can put the roof down. But yeah, I will crack on with getting straight to the license centre, because if we're going to do that and try and do A3 and A3 high, it may take a while. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. It should be. Right. Let's head over and see what we need to do. So obviously, I'm leaning towards a DBS for A3, but there are probably some more interesting options that I haven't previously used. So, where is the old license? We can go straight there and get straight on with it. Hey Elf, welcome to the stream and welcome to the license centre. Yeah, do let me know if the stream is smooth or not, because according to YouTube I'm missing frames, but that might just be YouTube being YouTube. Also, hey Crazy Crib, welcome to the stream. So yeah, this is the one we need, A3 and A2. So that will mean next week's stream we can go straight to the racing, and then A1 is A1. So let's begin, I suppose. Basic skills. Hopefully I have some of those.
This simple test is a good
Everything looks okay, everything's fine. Excellent. I was hoping it was just YouTube being YouTube, but what a brilliant car we're beginning with. I mean, it's not quite the Aston Martin we drove over here in, but... Oh wow, the handleability is quite good.
Great job.
It has an excellent livery on it. Next.
This test
Advanced skills. Hopefully I have those as well. Many spins of the wheels. Well, yeah, test drive oversteer is not the most intuitive thing to control.
Oh, well.
And that is not why I crashed. That was just me not having the advanced skills I'm supposed to have. But yeah, this car does like to corner in a very AMG fashion. All it means is I have to be slightly careful. I am driving an AMG, which is why it's handling in an AMG fashion, but it is quite fun. Oh, wow, okay.
Ouch.
Okay, these are
Made a
starting
bit of
to...
an error, but I
It's not a difficult test, I should have passed it, but they're getting slightly more challenges, yes, than they were previously. Concentrate. I was about to say it's time for me to concentrate, but I've just noticed the stripe on the roof is ever so slightly off-centre. Which I'd forgotten was a thing. Have a good stream and enjoy my evening. I will try to. You too, Elf. Have a good evening. Okay, if you just concentrate a tiny bit, then it's fine. Let's go.
try to find the perfect racing
Perfect
line.
racing line.
This race has 3 laps, so consistency is key.
It is worth passing the test. I was just used to how straightforward the other ones were, I think, so usually I can pay attention to other things and still pass, but yeah, we're getting to the stage in the game where I wouldn't say they're difficult, but you kind of need to pay attention. Oh, I quite like this layout, actually. The thing is, I know I've played through this game several times, but I leave so long between that I forget kind of what the tests entail. Don't hit the barrel. So yes, in terms of cars, obviously this is an option. There's the DBS, which I'm very tempted by. Don't get distracted talking about other things. Everybody knows about Horizon 5 and how it's better than the new Motorsport. Oh, yeah, I would say it is, yeah. I think that's probably what most people would say. I'm quite annoyed with myself for that, because that was a stupid mistake. But I am attacking this with a bit too much speed. I'll tell you what, at slightly higher speed, this car has pretty good grip. Yes, I would agree it is better in all areas. Horizon 5 has actually improved quite drastically with its updates than the state it was once in. Yeah, I am pretty impressed with most of what they do now. Motorsport is... Oh, so it doesn't matter if you go round those, as long as you... No, it does. You see, that it's a 3-lap event. How do I keep missing that on the final lap? Motorsport is mid. Yes. I do apologise for my appalling driving. We should be racing through these and then going and doing a race event. But yeah, what I was going to say is the most recent Motorsport update, although not fantastic, is probably the best so far. I need to go and have a go with it, but adjusting the upgrade system, it would have been better if they completely got rid of it, but adjusting that and fixing Daytona, I was surprised by. I know it's a mistake that should never have been in there, but at least they seem to be fixing a few things, but yeah, it's not gone very well, has it, Forza Motorsport? Hence why I'm playing a 12-year-old game instead of it. I'm convinced that braking line tells you to brake too late there. Anyway, we've got through it. So there should be one more in an A3 car and then we'll be on to A2. 6 out of 10, it has some good ideas, but was executed poorly. Yeah. I'm not even sure I had any good ideas, because most of them were just copied from the previous game. Apart from the upgrade system, which was an idea, but not necessarily a good one. I would probably give it a... Honestly, I probably wouldn't have said this when it came out, because I did quite enjoy it for a while, but I would probably rate Forza Motorsport at a 4 out of 10 now. In its current state, I'd probably rate its launch state at a 2 or 3, to be honest. But they've stabilised it a little bit and added some stuff since then. I know I didn't say that at the time, because I was just excited to have a new game and stuff, but yeah, looking back at it, it really wasn't great, was it? Luckily, we're playing this fantastic game instead, so... So you carried away with making the upgrade system. Maybe? I feel like they just put that in to hide the fact that there was no real campaign or progression or features. It can't have honestly taken as long as they say. To be honest, I think they were just a bit lazy and a bit complacent because their previous games sold without them doing all that much. And people kind of saw through it this time. It doesn't sound like it had an easy development. It sounded like they had... The team kept changing. And it sounds like they had... people kind of pay... what's it called? They didn't have, like, permanent employees. Some of it was outsourced and stuff. So I think it just... There's a lot of things wrong with its development because of that. And it didn't help that their marketing team kept insisting it was built from the ground up when it very obviously wasn't, but...
Perfect.
Anyway, that's all of the A3 tests, I believe, so... Should we do A2? That sounds quite good. It's quite an old Viper, isn't it? Forget how much these have changed in the last 10 years. That's a corner. I should have used the thumbnail that had this on, rather than using the Ferrari one. Oh, never mind. I don't remember that. Do you have to do that? Maybe you don't have to do that. Anyway.
Great job.
Power slide, power slide, power slide, power slide.
Use the power of the car and good
Use the speed and power of the Dodge of Vipers. Horizon 5 is definitely a better game. You have 355 of the 820 cars, and you're working on completing the collection. I think I have all 820. I don't think I've missed anything in the playlist. So apart from like the OP Ford GT and the Oreos Zonda, I have everything. I'm actually really enjoying this Viper. Dodge the Audi in the Viper. Try not to oversteer too much. I do like this car, actually. There we go.
Great job.
A list of the cars you have in your collection so far. That would be good. 355. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, quite interesting to know which ones you have got. Right. Dexterity
This drive will
test.
test your dexterity. Pass through the gates in the...
No, it's test my skill and precision. Which is going to be slightly difficult in a Dodge Viper, but anyway. We have to do a similar route to this in a Koenigsegg in the A1 tests. It's weird to think that that's the only tests I have left after this one. I can't remember if last time I did it like this, where I did the tests and then the championships, or if I devoted like whole streams to license tests, like I did with Gran Turismo. And then did the championships after. We do, of course, also have the cups in the different areas to do once we've done the main championships. I didn't think I was going to stop in time for a minute there.
Perfect. You managed.
First car is the 2017 Abarth 127 124, I'm guessing Spider.
Watch out for the penalties if you go off-road.
The C8 Corvette fits so good in GT4 series. Right. Oh, we're at the racetrack of racing descriptions. Which means V10 in the tunnel. The Abarth 595 SS. I do love those, the little Abarths. Do you have the new Abarth, Crazy Crib? I guess we'll find out in a minute, because... like, the new 595, I suppose it is. Because that was a, hard-to-find car. I know too much about Forza, I really should know which cars you can buy and which cars are exclusive rewards. I need to play more variety of games. Hence why we're playing this, because this is just brilliant. But... oh, okay, so you think the Corvette should be in GT4 rather than the Camaro, which isn't racing. That'd be cool. GT4 Corvette would kind of be cool. Is there still a GT3 Corvette? It must be. Or is it only GTE? I lose track. I really want to, like, follow endurance and GT racing more. It's just... there's so many motorsports out there. This is a GT3 Corvette, okay. And there we go.
Perfect.
Complete. I mean, technically we could go and do the A2 championship first, but I feel like that would be a bit
You have obtained a license.
random.
Now you just need to win the newly accessible championships. Good luck.
Right,
Couldn't have done it without you. Thank you,
A3.
Mario.
Did I didn't buy an RS6, did I? I said I'd buy one, at some point to Jerry for A4, and we didn't do it. So, next time he's here, we'll go and buy one from the dealership, I think. I was just wondering about getting one, but 800,000? It should be enough, but anyway. Okay, so it wants me to go there. For 8 Cs. Okay, that's quite a cool idea. Ah, this should now have 2 Lamborghinis. And not so many Zondas? No. Okay. I thought because the Zondas weren't listed. Anyway, so this is an option. Probably in yellow if I was going to go for this. Probably with those. That's kind of cool. Or, of course, there is the convertible version. I'm surprised that these are A3, actually. I'm not sure they're that high performance. Oh, the convertible one doesn't have an interior, so I suppose that... I noticed that when I went to the used car dealerships. There's something's a bit broken on my game. Is this one the same? No, okay, so I can't have the convertible, because that's going to really annoy me.
Reached your destination.
You're giving me cars from the newest to the oldest. Okay, yeah, no, I was... as soon as I asked, I was like, yeah, we're probably going to find out if you don't have it, because of... Anyway, so it's highlighted all the ones that I could go to. But I think... a visit here, maybe, quickly, before we go around the dealerships. I'll try and go around them quicker than I have been doing, but obviously I want to make sure I'm happy with my choice. So this is an option. It's very... Have the colours just not loaded, or is that the colours these are? So that's an option, but if I was going to have a caterer, I'd want it like bright yellow or something. That should be quite good, at least on acceleration. So as long as there's not like speed trap events. Hey Jerry, welcome to the stream. I was just saying we'll buy an RS6 if you're about. because I failed to buy one before. So I think we should head over and do that maybe once we've finished our quick browse of the dealership here. I mean, that's fine for B3, C3. Okay, so that's going to be too slow, right? Yeah, that's an A4. And that's an A5. So the only option here is a Caterham, but yeah, if I was going to have one of those, I wouldn't have it in white, I'd have a bright colour. So, have we actually unlocked the Audi dealership here? No, but I have driven... Have I driven anywhere near it? Have I driven down this road? Oh, I have driven down some of this road, so I might be able to... How far down have I been? Basically there. The update coming up should allow you to see modded vehicles. Okay. Unofficial patch. And so, just having unofficial patch... Will I need the unbounded mod pack to be able to see the unbounded mod pack? I think is kind of what I was thinking. Oh, maybe, I think... Because those Lambos are unofficial patch, aren't they? So... Yeah. Just took me a minute to process that, yeah. So you see whichever one you have installed in... You're just saying they'll be visible in online. Okay, makes sense. Yeah. I knew that was coming up, I just saw the list and I thought it was a bit different. I missed a car, the 2017 Acura NSX. Which for some reason is an Acura, not a Honda. Yeah, no, I forgot Lamborghinis were unofficial patch and the other stuff was mod pack. Yeah, I just... For some reason I thought the list looked different in the map, but I think that was just me. I do remember you said that before, that that was coming in a patch. But at some point I should probably play this in offline mode, just to have a quick browse of some cars. Also, speaking of online, it seems to be working as a full open cone connection every time now. So, since the update to the launcher. Next car is the 2002 Acura RSX Type S. That's been in Forza for a long, long time, that car.
Is 3 miles away.
Oh. Police car.
Your destination is 2 miles away. At the next intersection, turn left. Turn left. Your destination is 1.5 miles
Anyway,
away.
that was quite quick to get to the Audi dealership. Can we make that? Nope.
Your destination is 1 mile away.
Ow. Look what I've done to my Aston Martin. Right. We so nearly made it all the way without an accident. They should have the newer Type S. I'm not terribly familiar with Acura as a brand. We don't really get them here.
Your destination is a half a mile.
It's probably an
away.
equivalent Honda. 2001 Acura Type R? Is that the Integra? Right, here we are. I think we looked at specs before, but I can't remember what colour you suggested before, Jerry. But it is a lovely, lovely car. Not sure what wheels to go for either. Fail race black. Okay. What wheels would you choose on one of these, out of interest? I guess they're like that, are they? But should I go with dark wheels as well? You can see the brake discs as you tap through them. I think probably that design, right? 5-spoke. If I'm going black, I'll probably go with the... Because you can't dechrome, like, the mirrors and front and stuff. Personally, I really like the green. But yeah, we'll go black for now. I don't think... I definitely looked at these. What about interiors? Should I go all black? Quite like all black, but I also quite like that. I'd probably choose that if it was me. Next we have Alfa Romeo, and you only have one. Okay, can I guess what it is? Is it an 8... Wait, is the 8C? It must be an 8C.
Here are the keys to your new car.
No, 4C. Is it the 4C? I bet it's a
You've
4C.
reached your destination.
I'm pretty sure I can't have bought one of these because I would have put it in that main garage. These are cool, but having bought it, I'm probably going to have to go straight to choosing an A3 car again. But yeah, as I had forgotten to buy it for the actual championship. You have the 2017 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. Ah! That would make sense. I forgot that car existed. Yeah. A3. Okay, so let's have a quick look. Did Audi have an A3 car that okay. So there's the R8, but I feel like the Alphas are both slightly more interesting than that. I mean, I do like an R8, but... R8. There's a Spiker. Spiker is quite tempting. These are A2, right? Oh, that's all Zondas. Tricolore. I love the Tricolore. Anyway, yeah, so we've got a Spiker. Caterham. Spiker, Caterham. R8. There's the two Alphas. There's a DBS, which obviously I love the idea of. AMG Black Series is kind of a cool option. If any of these cars catch your attention, let me know, guys. Otherwise, I'll probably end up buying a DBS. What have we got over here? There's a Camaro. I don't feel like that's very advisable as an A3 car. There's an A2 Ford GT, which is kind of cool. There's a roof, but it's the RK Spider, which is not the one I'd have. Okay, so let's call that not an option. There's some Ferraris. There's a Scaglietti and a Sessanta. And an F430. Wait, is the standard 430? I forget that that's in here. Caterhams we just had a little look at. That has the Alfa... Oh no, that's Italian Classic. That's not much use to us. Nor's that, I don't think. Trouble is, I haven't driven to any of these. How far down this road did I drive? What's in there? Oh no, that's... Okay, so we're gonna have to go for another drive, I think, down that. Well, it gives us a chance to properly drive the RS6. It's a very high up seating position. Compared to the other cars in the game, anyway. Has this still got a limiter? It doesn't seem to want to go over 156. I thought they were limited to 155. It seems to be limited to 156, which is a bit disappointing. I really should get on and buy a car, because otherwise I'm not going to have time to do both championships. Not that it matters if we just did A3, say, and then did A3 high, and the first A2 next time. Oh. The destination is right there. That saved me 8 miles of driving.
The next intersection, turn right. Turn right.
Was this here before? I feel like maybe this wasn't in this location before. Anyway, next up is Alpine, and you only have the 2017 A110. So the new A110. Yeah, so that's obviously A2, which isn't of much use. That's also A2. I don't remember that being... Oh, okay, that was it. So a non-road legal Ferrari is in here. That's cool, though. Where's the is the normal F430 upstairs? That's A2, so that's no use. And we have the Sessanta. Oh, so there must be 2 cars up. No? The normal 812 and F430 aren't here. That's also cool. Is that A2? Yeah. Anyway, so the only option in here is the 612 Santa, which is like a special edition 612 Scaglietti, effectively. With a very cool two-tone paint job. So that is quite tempting. I do love those. But when it's compared to a DBS...
You have reached your destination.
DBS is still my choice. Okay. I'm not saying... Nobody's seeming to be against my choice of a DBS, so I might just go and buy one. Or a Spiker. Or both. One for each championship, maybe. Can we get to that reasonably easily? Yeah, I think we can if we go... There. Get the Spiker. Yes, okay. Let's go and buy a Spiker. Do the A3 championship, and then we can decide whether it's worth investing in the DBS or not. Because, I mean, I've bought 3 cars for A4 now, so...
Destination is 2
The Spiker's good. The Spiker's a good idea, I think, anyway, just because they're not really in other games. Yeah, I think Spiker for A3, DBS for A3 high, assuming we can afford both and have enough garage space, which I should.
The destination is 1.5 miles away. Your destination is 1 mile away. Your destination is a half a mile away.
Well, at least we're getting some credits back for doing overtakings. RS6 does sound good. Right, yes, so buy a spiker and get straight on with the championship. Assuming it's in... Is it in this? It's at the end, isn't it? There's that for A2. These are obviously A1. We will be back here for... Probably a Veyron, actually, for A1, just because they're good. That's also insanely cool. But yeah, this is what we're after. There is all... I love the specs, because they're random, with these mods. And because this has some very vibrant interiors. There are some combination options. Hey Max Up, Gear Up, welcome to the stream. You are here in time to witness me buying an spiker for... Okay, that's cheaper than I thought. Wheels, there are no options. I feel like aubergine's probably the only... Dutch orange I quite like, but I feel like that's the only suitable colour for me, really. Black olive, that is green. Azure blue. Carrot, I love that as well, actually. What do we reckon? Should I go with my... Danish, they're Dutch, I believe. The other one's Danish. Zenvo. Zenvo's Danish. Spiker is Dutch, I believe. Has an Audi engine, though. Dark sapphire. There's so many nice colours is the problem. Madeira, Malibu sunset. Royal blue. Okay, so that and Caribbean. I think I prefer that, actually, but... Do I go with my... Keep it on brand and go with a sort of purpley colour with aubergine? Or do we go with that? Have I ever heard of Block Party? I think I have. I think I'm going to have to go for aubergine. Oh wow, the black interior is actually... There's a reason why I didn't go for a certain interior. Why I wasn't going to go for Caribbean blue, you think? Oh, that's not the right one. Yeah, because if I did that, I could then go with a blue interior, which I feel like... Or we could go blue with orange or yellow. How does that look? No, I don't like that. Actually, I don't hate that. No, it's a bit too beige. I missed two cars. 2022 Illumicraft Trick Truck and the Class 122 Class 1 Buggy. Let's see. Or do we go with blue on blue? I do quite like that, but I'm going to one day buy one of these probably, so... Can I get a matching spec, is a question. Caribbean blue is also available on this. Ah, but no interior colours are. What do we reckon? Blue on blue, or should I go... So there's either blue on blue, or we go aubergine on... Actually, that wouldn't look terrible with blue. There's two Spiker SUVs here. Or we could go that, and then it would match the... I feel like maybe... Although I could go with blue with that interior, and then it would... No, it doesn't quite match, does it? Never mind, let's go with double blue. And when I get the SUV, I can have it in.
Here are the keys to your new car.
I have got quite a collection of blue vehicles now. Look at that. What a lovely car. But yes, there are... I will just go back into the dealership quickly. Because spikers are just brilliant, so time spent looking at spikers is time well spent. But we have two. I don't know... Was the V12 in the base game, but locked behind her? Anyway, so we have the D8 peaking to Paris, which I believe was in base game. It was definitely one of these. So I think that one was already in here. And then the D12, so the 12-cylinder version. Wait a minute. Oh, wow, instead of opening the two different sides, it opens two on the same side. That is so cool. But I believe that's the difference. That this is a V12 one that wasn't in base game. And that's a V8 one that was. But that is so cool that two doors on one side open. That is brilliant. Anyway, enough car shopping. We seem to have spent half of my 800,000 on that. What is that? Oh, that's the classic dealership that we discovered. Anyway, yes, I've spent more than half of my money on a Spiker and an Audi. So, we should probably go and do this championship to get some of it back. Oh no, that's A2. I want... What am I doing? I want that, which I think I can drive to from... Have I driven that? Oh, I've driven there. So that's probably as close as I'm going to get, right? Except that sort of goes past it and back. It's not that far. Next car on your list is the 2018 Apollo Intensa Emozione. The Apollo Intense Emotion. There we go. Or the Apollo IE. That's even easier. So, this is the first time I've ever driven this car in this game. Because I used to play a standard version of the game on a PlayStation, which I don't think had this. Oh no, it's not gone well. Next is Aerial, and you only have one, the Nomad. I see. You should get an Atom, they're brilliant fun.
Turn left.
Oh. Messed that up a little bit. What are those cars doing? It's right there, but... I literally saw the wrecked vehicle. Hang on, can we turn here?
You are driving in the wrong direction.
I can't really
Turn
not get
around
it given
when
I
possible.
actually saw it. Oh, have I got 2 of those? I didn't realise I'd already found an AC. Anyway. Next up, Aston Martin. I am curious what Aston Martins you have, because I love Aston Martins. There are many of them in Forza though, so I'm assuming you've got quite a few. And back on the road after finding our AC, well, part of an AC Cobra. I love how the police in this game just don't care that I'm doing 160. Would have made that if I hadn't reached for the indicator as
You are
well.
driving in the wrong direction. Turn around when possible.
Fairly recently added Valkyrie AMR Pro. Excellent, I'm glad you have that, because it's quite insane.
At the next intersection, turn left. Turn left. Your destination is 3 miles away.
Next one is the 2021 Aston Martin DBX. I have 3 of those, I think.
At the next intersection, turn right. Turn right. Your destination is 1.5 miles away.
Not 1.5 miles away, it's there. Oh, cutscene at my house for some reason.
Master oneself and the universe.
I don't think this one's a V12, no, I think it's an Audi V8, if I'm correct.
And pugnacity. Let's wish good luck to my opponents.
No, I
They
think
will
it's supposed to be a
need
V8. In-game as well, I mean. Next car is the 2017 Vulcan AMR Pro. Ah, we always begin with these, because these take ages. Okay, that saved a decision. Yeah, it's supposed to have a V8 in-game as well, I think.
The tension is mounting for this eliminator challenge.
It's still called the C8, so... it'd be called the C12 otherwise, I think, wouldn't it? So that one ahead that Chris is in is the convertible from the casino. We've got the caterum. Are there any alphas? Okay, the alpha's at the back, so that was maybe not the best choice. The roof's back there as well. And as we've got the AMG Black Series there, and the DBS there. Interestingly, nobody's in this Spiker. Got Chris in the convertible one. Then Tess is in the normal 612, the Scaglietti. Goodbye, other spiker. Goodbye. I don't know what it is about the 612. I do actually quite like them. I like 599s as well. I'm not sold on the V12 front-engine Ferraris after that. There's something about that I quite like. It's a bit more understated than the newer ones. Obviously not in bright red, but... like a blue or green one of those. Anyway. 2017 Vulcan AMR Pro I think I already read out, and then the next one is the 2015 Vantage GT12. I do really like those. We raced them in our racing series one month, because they're such fun to drive. Oh, that's a big leap. Yeah, that didn't seem to go terribly well for any of them either. Okay, right. This should be relatively straightforward if I just... don't do anything stupid. These knockout ones are fine, they're just... they're relatively easy, they're just quite long. Next one is the 2013 Vantage S. It's a V12, the Vantage S that's in there, isn't it? Not a V8 Vantage. Oops. Sorry, Spiker's gearbox. Oh. Hey Eunice, welcome to the stream. Sorry I got distracted about where I'm going. It's okay, we had a good lead. You like the car choice? Last one of your Aston Martin's Crazy Crib is the DB5. Lovely car. Yeah, I've got the spiker a bit muddy now. Yeah, I do love these. Wish we had them in more games. I can't think, apart from this and the crew, I can't really think of anything they're in. There were some of them in the old grid games, right? Yeah, I'm super pleased that this car I can now drive, because I used to play the PlayStation version of this game, and I think this was Xbox and PC only, this particular spiker. And the convertible one was Casino, which was a DLC I didn't have. Those are the ones you have in your collection, what do you think? I mean... the DBS? No, no, I love what you have got. It's a nice little selection, but not having a DBS. That's the one I would tell you to go and buy. Apart from that, there's not anything that obvious missing. I don't think. Yeah, apart from that, it's pretty complete. I mean, there's the newer DBS, but I'm not as much of a fan of that as the old one. Right, careful over some of these jumps. Yeah, that is the problem with the festival playlist. If you miss them, they are then incredibly expensive. I did get it, and then I went and bought 2 more, maybe 3 more even, on the auction house. Just because I love that car so much. Yeah, if it comes up again, go for it. So, yeah, if not, it is quite an expensive car to buy. Anyway, we've done 5 out of 7 laps, so it's pretty good progress through this knockout event. Oh. You're not willing to spend millions of credits on cars. And it depends how much money you have, I suppose. And how long you've been playing it, because I've been playing it since the beginning, and I've been lucky enough not to miss any of the prize cars. So I've not really had to spend any money. Yeah, 15 million is a lot, actually. If there's a couple of million, it's not too bad in the world of Forza, because it's fairly generous with its rewards. But yeah, 15 or 20 is still quite a lot to save for. Unless you play the game a lot. Getting into a nice rhythm with this circuit now, actually. Not flying over barriers anymore. Final lap. Your next car is the ATS GT. It's an interesting car. Very interesting car. Are these mostly cars that you've chosen to buy, or are they just cars that you've won on wheel spins? Mostly. You must have bought some of them. There we go, that's the longest event out the way, although there will probably be another one of those in A3 High, I would think. You won that car on the festival playlist, ah, okay. Right, knockout. So we've got speed, race. There's only a couple of races. Should we do it? Let's do one of the time trials. You've not driven it yet. I don't think I've driven it in Horizon 5. No, Horizon 4 I
Does our
did.
challenger have what it takes for this new timed event? The moment to prove his worth has finally arrived.
You bought some of them and won some of them, okay. Right, I should probably speed up a bit. I'm not. No, not 33. Okay, now we're only just behind. Pretty much just leave it in second gear, I think. I think this car's not bad on the straights. So hopefully we'll gain that back again here. There we go. It's a very twisty section of road. It's quite fun, but I find tight corners slightly difficult on this game because if the car kicks out, it's not terribly easy to kind of feel what it's doing and control it. You're looking forward to next week's playlist. Because you can win a Lotus Esprit. Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that actually coming back. Try your hardest not spend much money on cars. I don't think I did. I didn't really buy anything until, I don't know, a little while after the game comes out. I go and buy some of the stuff I don't have. If I miss something on the playlist, I usually try and get it from the auction house pretty quickly after. But apart from that, I don't buy a lot. Right. Time trial done. Shall we do an race? Let's do an race. Ride across Honolulu. I'm going to race through the city. Oh, and down to the crater. Crew Motorfest
We find
vibes.
our competitors at the starting line for what promises to be an intense race.
I do actually... I don't usually, but I do actually quite like the DBS in white. I'm considering specs already. I'm going to be buying that for the A3 High Championship for anybody who wasn't here in that part of the stream. Well, that's the plan. I do quite like that. I was thinking more grey with a red interior, but that also looks quite good. do Max Verstappen. What? Oh no, I've been inspired by what Jerry said and driven into the back of somebody just like Max would do. If there was anybody in front of him for him to do that to, of course. As an entirely impartial F1 fan, I must also point out that Max Verstappen hasn't actually crashed for quite a while. Anyway. Oh, I've crashed into my favourite car with my about 5th favourite car. Oh, no. Mac Verstappen. Not even Max Verstappen, it's Mac Verstappen. Second Audi you have is the 2018 TTRS. The first one being the RS3 sedan. Round the outside, goodbye DBS. The DBS is obviously quite good in this category, it seems to be winning most things. $170 through Honolulu. Is not advisable because you hit a telegraph pole and a Ferrari and get overtaken by everyone. 2018 RS5 Coupe. I don't really feel any way about it. I think it's extremely boring if I'm being honest, but... I quite like the RS4. I quite like the RS6, but I don't really see the point of the coupe versions. Come on, I can still win this. I've got a feeling I did something similar last time. Oh, yes. No, I got too excited that he had crashed and went off-road and then it didn't count. The 2015 Audi S1, I do quite like those. Prefer the little S1 Quattro, whatever the first thing they... Was it the A1 Quattro, maybe? That they did as a sort of precursor to that car. Right, concentrate on getting the win this time and don't drive into a telegraph pole. Go fast, but don't hit things. Might have been worth slowing down a little bit for that corner. You heard I like the RS6. I do like the RS6. Oh, what are you doing, traffic car? Next car is the 2015 Audi RS6 Avant. Wait, is that 2015 Avant in there? The new Avant is that generation of Avant? I should really know this, given I quite like them. Trying to think which one that is. There we go, survived at that time. I know they added the new one. I think I can sort of imagine that being in there. It's the older one that they don't have an estate version of. Oh, it is the new one. I just forget. C7, I think, is the new one. I don't tend to remember numbers, but all those kind of numbers. I think I just forget that the new RS6 has been around for that long. If it is the one I'm thinking it is. No, because that's the C8, right? The new one. Anyway. ...2013 RS4 Avant. I also quite like those. Any Audi wagon is just cool. The new one is the C8. Okay, so it's the one before the most recent one. I can imagine what that looks like now, I think. Anyway. And I don't think it is the V10 one, right? C7. It's before that, the V10. Anyway, I've done that, I've done a race, so I think we'd probably do another time trial. And I'll do one of the other things, then a race, and then the other of the other things.
We meet again live at Solar Crown with all your favorite
V10
drivers.
C6. Okay, so
Miami,
it's the one
Wonderful
after the
Brothers,
V10, but before the new one.
They're
That.
all here, and we're off.
...2013 Audi R8 Coupe V10 Plus 5.2 FSI Quattro. I kind of like them, but I think it's quite a boring choice if you're going to buy a supercar. Supercars should be made by Lamborghini or Ferrari or McLaren. Fast estates should be Audis. Hatchbacks should be Golfs. Grand Tourers should be Bentleys and Astons. And SUVs should be Range Rovers. No, I do quite like the R8. But I probably prefer, like, the original V8 one. But then that kind of era of R8, I would have the Gallardo instead, which is very similar. Although I probably would still have a new R8 over a Huracan, because I don't like a Huracan, but anyway. I've got distracted. Audi RS3 Sportback. Is that the hatchback? That is a hatchback, right? I quite like those. I mean, that basically is a Volkswagen Golf, so... I do quite like those. Oh no, I'm still... Did I get it? Oh, I did. Phew. I think I cut it quite close, though. Right. What did I say I'd do after that? Did I say I'd do... I said I'd do one of the things that wasn't a race. So let's do a speeders trap. Next car is the 2009 Audi RS6. That's the Saludi one, I can imagine that.
It's Tess, live from Solar Crown and the starting line of this new Speed Trap Challenge. It's time to see which of our competitors has real guts.
I'm not sure which way they're going to go, so I'm just going to go this way. Most of them have gone this way. That's interesting that they've sort of gone half and half. We've done a similar one to this before. And I just went a bit further than them to get a better run. Might even be able to do it while staying on the road this time. Even if it's going down the wrong way. If I run out of time because I've done that, I'll feel very stupid. Oh no, how did... Why? Okay. 2005 RS4. Oh, that one. I do quite like those, yes. I know, my... the cars I do and don't like are quite random. The detour I took didn't actually help, because I still started from that same bit of road. Although this way I should still be faster than the ones coming this way. Obviously I'm slower than the ones that went the other way. Or I should be. Oh, so apart from one, I am pretty fast. Okay, so I could just do this. Then I've gone the fast direction both ways. Here we go. 2006, not 2005. Ah. Alright, so race and then speed challenge.
The engines are heating up on the starting line. The final moments of anticipation before this epic confrontation begins. What surprises will Solar Crown give us this time?
The 2003 RS6 is the one before the V10 engine, right? So that would be the C5 generation? I prefer the V10 one. Last one you have is one you just got for the Rally Adventure. Audi and the Rally Adventure. Audi is in the Rally Adventure. So the only rally car in the Rally Adventure was the... Oh no, because you can get the Quattro. It's the Quattro Rally car, is it? Just trying to think of cars you can win. But I think you win that from part of the Rally Adventure. I was thinking of cars that were added as part of the Rally Adventure was why. But it must be the S1 Quattro rally car. I'm actually really enjoying driving this Spiker now, but DBS is DBS, it must be bought. And I'm still thinking a sort of grey colour and red. Unless there is something stunning that I can't not choose. Right, one more. Speed and power challenge. Next car you have is the 1958 Austin Healey Sprite. What a brilliant car. I do love those. That is so tiny. Is the strategy for this one just follow the road? It doesn't look like a bad idea. Sometimes there's a straighter road that you can quite easily get to, but in this case it doesn't seem too bad. I just hope there isn't suddenly a... I think it's more about dodging traffic, this one. There might be some jumps and things, which would be bad. Automobili Pininfarina Bautista. Ah. The car itself I have no problems with, but in Forza, in Horizon, I have many problems with it because it's in a paid car pack when it's free to drive in Motorsport. Anyway, that championship is complete. Let's go and buy an Aston Martin.
Defeat is sometimes a necessary step towards personal accomplishment.
Is it? Don't hit a AMG Black Series.
Stewart is gonna have a heart attack. Our challenger is not leaving him any opportunities.
(2014) BAC Mono. I do quite like those fun little track cars. Right, question is, can I actually go to Aston Martin or... Oh, some of the ones it was recommending I go to are not visible anymore. It was up here, right? That's annoying. It was along here somewhere. But it might be faster just to fly back to... Unless there's one in the used car dealer. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do this. This is going to be quicker. Luckily, that's quite quick to do. Wait, this dealership is literally Aston Martin. Now. And it used to have Jags. Oh no, it has got a... I'm sure it used to be called British Cars. Anyway. That's an option for A2, actually. That is stunning. But... That's A4, right? Yeah. This is what we're here for. 259,000 credits. I mean, we should earn more than that back. But basically, this is the spec I'm thinking already. I would quite like the option wheels. In reality, I'd probably go for the diamond cut ones, but they look a bit funny in this game. So I think I'll probably go silver. So, I say I want a grey silver colour, but there are many of them. There is also magma red, which looks quite good. But there's hammerhead, tungsten, meteorite, onyx black, which isn't really black. There's blue, which also looks very good. That looks like cobalt blue to me. Midnight blue. You only have one car from Bentley. Can I guess what it is? Is it the Continental GT Supersports? Or jet black? I quite like that, because it's not quite black, but I also quite like meteorite. I can't remember what I chose last time. White is also an option, but... Quantum silver. Okay, so that's from Quantum of Solace. Slightly bluey, isn't it? Storm black. Lightning silver I do quite like, actually, even though it's kind of more silvery. Fire red, morning frost, sunburst yellow doesn't really work on this car, I don't think. Emerald green's what I've got on the other Aston. That I quite like. That I also quite like. And that's a different green. Hammerhead, tungsten. I quite like that. Meteorite. I think onyx is too black, and jet black is too black. Storm I quite like. Can I even tell the difference between... I think that's my favourite. And I don't know if I want full red, or I think I want full red. Or full purple. Full red, or... Hang on, what does that look like? That actually looks quite good, but... But I think I'm going to have to go red.
Here are the keys to your new car.
I know it's exactly the spec I bought it last time. The purple is very tempting just because it's purple, but... The 2021... Oh, yeah, you have the car pack. I forgot that you just... Because you just said you have the Pininfarina Batista, so of course you have the car pack. I should have guessed that, really, shouldn't I? Or I should have figured that out. I don't think I went for these wheels last time. I think maybe I went for the diamond cut ones. I'm not sure I went for such a graphite-y graphite either. But I think that's a very classy spec. And we've got the green on green with the convertible anyway, so with the DB9. So, A3 high. I'm now the proud owner of 2 Aston Martins. And a Spiker. You're going to end the list with BMW for today? Okay, Crazy Crib. And I will get on an aeroplane. Back to where we need to be. Sounds good. I love that. I love that little chirp it makes before it starts up. Brilliant. It's actually quite similar to what the Bugattis do, I think. Anyway, A3 high is here. Which is going to require some driving to, I think. Can I get onto this road at all? Oh, I can go. Oh, because I went to A5, didn't I? Yes. only 5 miles, but then it is 5 miles in the DBS. So, your first BMW is the M3 2021 M3 Competition sedan. Thought there might be a car over that crest. That's why you don't overtake if you can't see what's coming.
Your destination
Yeah, I
is
know.
2
I've
miles
crashed
away.
one of my favourite cars. I also want to get there. I crashed the Spiker pretty soon after buying it as well, I think.
Your destination is 2 miles away.
Anyway, we're nearly there. Apart from the front, it doesn't look too bad.
Your destination is
Ooh.
1.5 miles away.
Next car you have is the 2020 BMW Mate Competition Coupe.
Your destination is 1 mile away. Your
You do get
destination is a half a mile away.
a lot of credits from just driving about in this game, don't you? I see it. It's the 2CV. Oh wow, we've got 4 of those already. I think it's probably set up. It's pretty set up, this game, isn't it? So you find most of the wrecks on your way to and from the championships.
Your destination
Also, welcome
is
to
a
the
half
stream,
a
M.
mile
Sam. I
away.
hope you're doing okay this evening. I am driving my favourite car again. I also crashed it. Next up is the 2019 BMW Z4 Roadster. Ah yes, the better version of the Supra. It's also cheaper and more convertible.
You have reached your destination.
And looks better. Anyway, you're testing GT2 machines in Forza Motorsport. Oh, that you made. I see. That sounds like fun. Right. I'm actually quite relieved to see there's no knockout challenge. We've got 4 races and 4 not a race. So let's do a big loop and then a speed trap maybe, and then some other things. Yeah, they're quite a lot shorter if there isn't a
I wonder
knockout
if anyone will be able
style
to
event.
compete with me today. I'm feeling in top form.
Nothing changed there either. I'm crashing my favourite car. Wow. There are now 2 DBSs though, which is cool, but I'm also slightly upset that both Italian cars are red. That's just boring. Goodbye, catamaran. Oh, I'm being brake checked. Also, crashing an Aston Martin for no obvious reason makes me no worse a driver than Lance Stroll. if recent races are anything to go by. Oh! Pushed off the road by a Ferrari. Something's happened in every racing environment in the world. The 2018 BMW M5. I quite like them, I suppose. I feel like they've become almost too powerful and too fast and a bit too big, but yeah, no, I do like an M5. Oh, so now I'm not in a Spiker that... So when I was in a Spiker, the Astons were winning, and now that I'm in an Aston, the Spikers are winning and very nearly crashed into me. Also, I'm kind of in my head planning how I'm going to reorganize my garage. I need to get the Aston, both Astons and the Spiker in one place. So I think I'm going to have to move the Golf and maybe the Dodge Charger out to put all the sort of higher performance cars together. Or I could move the Golf and the Nissan out, I suppose. I might do that. Oh, I've also got an RS6 to put in there. So I might have to move the Charger and the... I'll move the Charger and the Golf out, I think. No, because there's this, the Spiker, and the RS6. So I'm going to have to move the Charger, the Golf, and the Nissan out, I think. Anyway. ...2016 BMW M2 Coupe is also in Crazy Crib's collection. I do like the M2s. Sort of what the M3 used to be, I suppose. Although that's something I hate about car manufacturers, how car models get bigger and then they have to introduce another one beneath it, which is actually smaller than the one above it used to be. It's just all a bit... They should have kept the M3 as a small, light car with... Anyway, and then introduce something above it, but yeah. Forza Motorsport already has 3 GT2s, okay. 488 Challenge, Super Trofeo Evo, and the KTM Crossbow. So, was that just one race? Okay. We do Speed Trap then. Thing is, now that I've got 2 cars in this category, I could just alternate between them.
Wonder if anyone will be able to compete with
yeah, I am enjoying
today.
the Aston. So.
I'm feeling in top form.
2011, sorry, is it? Oh no, 2016. It gets hided. It gets hidden behind the emote thingy. Which way do they go? 2016 M4 GTS, I do quite like them. Ridiculously expensive for what they are. But I think they're kind of cool. But I'd prefer a Jaguar Project 8. Although they're even more ridiculously expensive. Yep, fastest through there. I'm going to keep going to the end one. As are they. Come on, Aston, pick up speed. Good, fasten him through there. Slipstream. I'm not sure if it exists in here. Fasten him through there as well. Which way is he going to go here? There, I guess, and then he's going to turn round. By having a crash. Where did some of them go at that junction? Oh, now everyone's crashing into me. You don't remember how or why you got this car, but you have an X6M. No, I don't know. I don't know why anyone would have one of those, but anyway. You still can't believe the BMW M5/M8 competition actually produced between 652 to 726 metric horsepower. That's what I mean. They're just a bit too much these days, but I suppose given they're kind of bigger, heavier cars, they need a bit more power, but I kind of feel like anything more than, I know I like the DBS, but anything more than 500 and something is too much. Anything over 600 is too much for any car, I kind of think, but anything over 500 is also already extremely unnecessary. Anyway, you have a 2015 BMW i8. I do quite like them. I think they're very good looking cars. Right. Well, I just did a speed camera, didn't I? So I'm due to do another race.
Live from the starting line for a new challenge of Solar Crown. Who will win today? The bets are on.
That was close. I didn't even see that coming. There's a package for your profile picture. M5 competition, and same for the M8. That brings power up to 1,380. Yeah, and those kind of levels are just stupid, really, I think. But anyway. Unlimited power. (2014) M4 Coupe. Yeah, I kinda like them. It's a good sort of usable performance car. Well, the AI might have trouble with that as well. No, somehow they avoided it. I'm doing quite a good job of crashing this car in every single race I get into, aren't I? Speaking of the M5, you have the 2012 M5 as well. There are quite a lot of BMWs in Forza, aren't there? Right then. 2 races and a speed trap, so let's do a speed challenge, and then we've got those 3 down the other side to complete as well.
Hey there. What drama!
Hey there.
Apparently the Wilder brothers are squabbling with Stewart again.
Hey there.
The pressure of the competition is really starting to show.
Not sure what the best route is. Not sure where you have the BMW X5M. Forza Edition or the standard one? Forza Edition one is quite mad. Not sure this is the best route. I'm guessing it's the route all the AIs take, though. Just the standard one. Yeah, I do quite like the Forza Edition one. Oh. Can I retry? Yeah. 2011 1 Series M Coupe. Okay, those I really like. Same as the M2, they're just sort of a fun little, almost sports car that the M3 used to be. Is it this way that the road's straighter? Possibly. This might not pay off. No. I think I was better the way I went. Just going a bit faster, maybe. Yeah, that was terrible. Or we use the spiker. The spiker is fast. Tapping the dirt there actually helped pull the car around, luckily. Rather than making me have a big crash. Yeah, I think I was kind of lifting off for some of these. This one's going to be... interesting with those cars there. I'm going to try going the other way. It would help if I shifted into gear, but... let's try going this way. That is a lovely straight road. Where it was until we reached this bit, but that's already more than I scored before. Okay. Oh, the next one is the Forza edition of the X5M, okay. And then you have the 2009 M5 as well. Right, that was a speed challenge, so now we've got a race, a speed trap, and a race.
We meet again live at Solar Crown with all your favorite drivers. Miami, the Wilder brothers, Stewart, they're all here. And we're off.
Of course that still has its roof down. The roof has its roof down, yes, of course. The Z4M Coupe. I actually quite... Oh, Z4M Coupe. I thought you said Z3M Coupe for some reason. But I do also quite like that. I like Z3s and Z4s anyway. It's out of the way, not a Porsche. Oh wow, we nearly did a Casino Royale crash there. Whoa, what was that? This car does not like the water. Or the leaps, it does the big slippery. Luckily we should be able to gain it back, I think. With some slight corner cutting. And much concentrating. Come on, Aston. Come on, V12 power. This is where you do need more than 600 horsepower. He's blocking me. Never mind. Okay. Next car is one of your personal favourites, the 2008 M3. I do also quite like those. Still when the M3 wasn't too big, I'm gonna say. Maybe. I prefer the earlier ones, but I do quite like that one. Right. Time trial, and then final race.
Hey there. What drama? Apparently the Wilder brothers are squabbling with Stewart again. The pressure of the competition is really
Then we
starting
have
to
the
show.
2008 M3. Wait. Is that not the same car? That was slow. Or is one of those the 2018? Oh, 2005. Okay, yeah, I like the 2005. Need for Speed Most Wanted. So I think this, like the Spiker, is good at the straights, but not great in the corners, which is not perfect for this one, but... I mean, apart from the Caterham and possibly the roof, all of the cars in this category are quite heavy, so... they should all be at the same disadvantage here. That was a little bit scary. I don't think I can go much faster. 2003 M5. I think I quite like that generation. Oh no. No, don't give me a penalty. Seems like once you're behind on these, you just fall further and further behind. I can't drive this thing in the rain. 2002 Z3M Coupe, yeah, I do quite like those, the clown shoe. Come on. I remember this time trial being a pain, I think. I'll keep it in third, because it's less slippery. Although, out of some corners, that is not going to work. Ah! 2002 M3 GTR, yes. Right, let's try not to make a mess of it this time. We at least make it to the finish, that's a start. I don't feel like I'm driving any faster than previously, but... If it says I am, then that's fine. Here we go. Hello, Super Tree Super! Welcome to the stream. I'm of course driving a DBS. Because what else would I be driving? Although I keep spinning it and crashing it, so... This time trial is proving a lot more difficult than it should be. Okay, now we're green. Good. '97 M3 and 91 M3. I quite like both of them. Did we not race the other way on this road in the previous one? Also, it's gone red again, so I'm going to have to push it a bit to the finish, I think. And they tend to be slightly slow over jumps, the AI. So we risk was going to say, if you risk it a bit, then... Anyway. I think the road's drying out a bit. It is. I think that might be why I was struggling so much. He looked away for 1 second and I was upside down. Yeah, I don't really know myself what happened there. But I do know less water on the road is good. I also know that this time trial is slightly annoying now. Okay, we're speeding down here this time. All seconds green. How do I feel about the 1988 M5? I also quite like that. I kind of quite like the older ones. Same with the M3. At least if I'm that far green, I'm not gonna do anything stupid like I did last time. When it spins up a bit like that though, it does worry me, which it keeps doing. I've stayed a similar distance green for a while. All you have to do is not roll the car. You're not in a Casino Royale movie. Please be first place. I mean, it should be, right? Oh, next one is a new addition to your collection, a 1981 Lamborghini M1. Yes, the BMW M1. I do quite like those. Well, no, I really like those. Especially the M1 Pro car, but I know that's not in there. Right, one last race, and then we get another 450,000. So I think for the first time I will have over 1 million, despite buying 3 cars this stream.
And we're off for a new
I'll have
competition of
earned...
Solar Crown.
I'll end up with
Good luck to all
about
of you, and
200,000
I'll
more
see
than
you
I
at the finish
started
line.
with, and 3 new cars, which I think will make it a pretty successful stream. And then we'll be doing some... So next week we won't have to do any licenses, so we can go straight to some car shopping, spend a bit more time on that, and hopefully start the championships a bit earlier in the stream. Next car is a classic, the 2002 Turbo. Thanks, Stuart. This is quite a high-speed route. Somewhere in the middle is probably safest. Pretty much perfect on the brakes there, maybe a little bit early. Best to be a little bit cautious in a big braking zone like that from 190, especially if you are in the lead. Last but not least, the 1957 Isetta 300 Export. So I think the difference, I think the Export is the 4-wheel version, right? So here in the UK, it had to be a 3-wheeled version for people to be able to drive it without a driving license. But I think in some places they were 4-wheeled. Which is why I was slightly annoyed that the one in Horizon 4 was the 4-wheeler, because that's not the one you get in the UK. Which DRS livery is my favourite? My one? I don't know. There are some really cool submissions in there. I think probably Yobbo's. Although I do also like yours. I don't know if... And Andrew's is kind of cool. I've seen quite a lot of that this month though, because we were in a big battle. That's a tiny portion of your Horizon 5 collection. Yeah, look forward to it. Yeah, we've got to B. That's how tiny the proportion is. But no, that's good. That'll give us something to list through the next test drive streams. It'll be a little while before I miss one again, I think, like I did last week. But yeah, I have missed this game, actually, not playing it for 2 weeks. That's it from you this week, Crazy, no worries. Thanks for stopping by and going through your Horizon 5 collection. Look forward to continuing with it next time. And yeah, I'll be stopping the stream shortly anyway, because this is the final race in this championship. And I want to quickly shuffle a few cars around in the garage. And then we'll be ready to go and buy something for A2 next time. I haven't got a message saying my garage is full yet, so that still shouldn't be an issue, but we can double check that as well. It's funny how for ages that's a problem, and then suddenly you can afford a 6-car house without selling anything. I suppose that's how progression is supposed to work in games, right? You have something to announce, Supertree. Excellent. You and Dan are the same person. Of course. That's why you've both been in the race at the same time. You have to do 2 DRS races exactly the same time, of course. You should get double points. Sure, which one of you wants double points and which one of you wants 0 points? Should I just give all of Dan's points to Supertree?
Congratulations are in order this time. But rest assured, you haven't heard the last of me. We'll meet again on the track soon enough.
Will we? I don't think we will. Dan can have 0. Okay, I'll give Dan's profile, Dan's account 0. And add all of his points to Supertree. I will do it straight after the stream. Right, time to organise a house now that we've absolutely smashed the championships. They're done. And we'll be back to A2. Is A2 next? Right, A2. Right, so I want 2 Astons and a not Spiker, that... Well, I do want 2 Astons and a Spiker there. But basically, I want that over there. I want the Spiker, the Audi instead of the Golf. And I want the Spiker although I actually want to swap that with that. Actually, maybe I don't. Maybe I want the Aston. I'm going to swap the Spiker with the Audi, I think. And then I'm going to stop messing with it, because last time I played about with it for too long, it seemed to crash. Then we've got black, green, and grey on that side, and we've got the bright colours this side. Skittly cars. I mean, ideally, I would swap those two, and then put the Audi at the back with the... I'm going to try it, because if it crashes, it crashes. It's nearly the end of the stream. So I was going to swap... No. I was going to swap that with that. And that with that. Perfect. Right. That's what I wanted. Although... Anyway. Anyway, there we go. These are my favourite cars in my collection now. I've got, obviously, the DBS. A DB9 as well, because of course I have. An RS6. So I've actually got all 4 A4 cars here. The Spiker, of course. Oh, no, not all 4. All 3. And both A... Anyway. And the Range Rover, because the Range Rover is just kind of useful. And... there we go. That is looking pretty cool, I think. But I must go. I've already streamed for longer than I intended to this evening. There will be streams again next week. Again, I won't be missing any like I did last week. So we will be back same time next week here on TDU 2 to do the A2 Championship with no licensing and stuff. So hopefully we'll have some time to go and have a bit of fun, maybe revisit the casino or something. But for now, that's going to be all. I'll be back on Friday as well at 8 PM for Forza Motorsport, actually, this week. Racing and Chaos stream, now that we've got the upgrade system. And yeah, I'll post next week's stream schedule at the usual time. For now, though, that is going to be all. I think it's been a pretty successful week here on Test Drive Unlimited 2. So thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. And I will be back with the next stream very soon.